Hi everyone. We're here again for another lesson. We have few more lessons to go for this school year. So one of them will be box plot, or sometimes they call it box and whiskers plot. So let's move along and let's see what is box and whiskers plot look like. So here, based on this picture, we have the minimum number. We also have the whiskers. This will be the whiskers. This is like the cat, the lower quartile, the median, or the the Q2, the upper quartile, or Q3. So there are 5 numbers that we really need to know in creating a box and whiskers plot. But let's see how it works. Let's looking back to the examples that we have previously. Let's look back at set A that we had when we had a lesson of measures of variation. So let's say we have this set A, these are the set of numbers, and then we arrange it from lowest to the highest. We need to know what's the lowest number and the highest number. So we need those two numbers in creating a box plot. What are other numbers that we need? Alright, so knowing other than the lower number and the highest number, or the minimum number and the highest number, we need to know the quartiles. We solved this already before. So we arrange this in order. We find the middle number, which is Q2. And then on the lower quartile, on the lower half, we find the median again, which just becomes Q1. And the upper half, or the upper quartile, we find the median again, which is our Q3. So the 5 numbers that we need is the lower number, the Q1, the Q2, and the Q3, and the maximum number, or the highest number. The next thing you need to know is find what is the interval, or what is the number that we're going to use in a number line to plot the graph. Alright, so I copy this information that we had. So this is like problem set 8, the set A that we had. So we're going to be creating the number line so we could able to graph the box plot. So since our number is 1 to 10, that's an easy number for us to create our interval for the number line. We could just create 1 to 10 itself. And maybe we could have another example that we could just skip it by 2. So give me a moment. Let's create a number line. So I created a number line for us, and we're just gonna make it 1 to 10. So this could be 1, 2, 3, and so on to 10. Alright, so now we have our number line and we created it up to 1 to 10. And then we're just gonna plot the points that we have. The first point we're gonna plot, and it should be above the number line, not on the number line. Alright, so the first number that we're gonna have is our lowest number, which is 1. So I'm gonna put a dot at 1. And then the next one we have is 3.5. So 3.5 should be over here. That creates our whiskers. And then 6 is here. I'm sorry. Next number is 8.5. That is our upper quartile. 8.5 gonna be here. And the last number is the maximum number, which is 10. Then we're going to be creating our whiskers. The whiskers will be the two end point of that dot, and the middle will be our box. All right. I'm going to end to the third quartile, the first quartile, the second quartile, and the third quartile. That's how our box and whiskers that represents this data set. Okay, so without this information over here, it tells us that that's the lowest number and that's the highest number. That's the median, first quartile, and the third quartile. So this is the example of the box plot based on our data. Right? Maybe we could make another example. Let's see. Alright, so we have this problem set B, our second example. We're going to create a box plot that represents this data. Okay, so the first thing we need to know is we need to find those 5 points. The maximum one, the minimum one, the Q1, Q2, and Q3. So first we arrange this in order. Okay, so now we have arranged our data set in order. So we need to find what is our median. So this, since there are 9 in a set, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, the fifth number is our again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's gonna be our Q2, right? So the upper side, we need to find our Q3. So this is gonna be 15, definitely, right? So that's gonna be our Q3, and here it's gonna be 11.5. That's gonna be our Q1, which 11.5. And definitely the lowest number is 2 and the highest number is 18. Look at our set of data is 2 to 18. We could create a number line by 2 if you like. We could also create a number line by 1, but that's gonna be too long because 18 is the highest number and our number line will go all the way to 20 lines. But you could create it as small as you can, or could, but not as wide because you will not see the actual number. But if you could just do by 15 in between numbers is fine. I mean by 2. So let's create a number line. So right here I have created a number line for us. So let's so it's by 2. Again, the intervals is very important. It should be exactly the same all the time. You don't need to start at 1, but make sure the interval in between space is the same. In this case, we have by 2. Previous one we have by 1. So let's plot the points: 2, 11.5, 14, 15, and 18. So in this case, we have plotted our 5 important points. Now we're gonna connect this dot and this dot because those are our whiskers. And 50% of the data is the quartiles. So in this case, this is how it looks. So this 25% is between 2 to 11.5 or 11. And 50% is between 11.5 to 15, and 25% is between 15 to 18. So this is your box plot or back and whiskers plot that represents set B of our data. So if you need more examples, you could always practice and do your work and then let me know or show me to check if your answer is correct. All right, so let's practice more. All right, so that's our lesson for a box and whiskers plot. So until next time, everyone, and enjoy your day. I hope you learned something today. All right, bye for now. Until next time, everybody. Bye bye.